Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy is brought to you in part by Tom's Place, the finest in men's fashion, located in Toronto at 190 Baldwin Street, in the heart of Kensington Market. Or visit toms-place.com. It's everything you never needed to know. This is Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy. Listen, laugh, and learn.
Did you want to know what the most played game in the world is? And it doesn't require anything but the participants.
Wow. If you're playing the video game Highway Crossing Frog, what game are you playing? Hi, I'm Nick.
And I'm Roy. And this week we scoured the internet to find out these useless tidbits just for you.
Plus, we'll answer your questions in the mailbag segment. And a listener sent us a beautiful, beautiful email about the birthday message she ordered for her mom. And in the news, how hard up were the people who stole the penis of a walrus?
Totally useless information. It's everything you never needed to know.
Thanks for joining us. Yep, 95 plus countries around the world, coast to coast in Canada, on the iHeartRadio Talk Network in the United States and Canada, and of course, anywhere that you check out your podcast.
From Beethoven to Bieber, rock and roll to rhythm and blues. This is Totally Useless Music Information with Nick and Roy.
We're doing music as a topic this week.
Yes.
And I just wanted to tell the listeners about something that happened. Now, I play the guitar, and most people that listen to the show know that I'm an entertainer.
Yes.
And instruments are expensive, and there are certain brand names like Gibson and Fender and Jackson, and these are the Gretsch 3-2 Gretsch. These are the well-known names in the industry for these instruments. Well, as usual, the Chinese and the Asian markets are now breaking into this field, and they're coming out with companies, Leo James, and this other company called Fesley, Fesley. Now, I received a guitar now from Fesley. It is what would be considered a Les Paul design guitar, which anyone that plays guitars would know what that is.
It's like the standard.
It is a standard electric guitar. Yeah. It was $130. Now, in Guitar Talk, that's ridiculous. In fact, most guitar players would probably say, that's junk. Okay, because they paid anywhere between $600 and $3,000 for their guitar.
Right.
This guitar for $130, which can be purchased on Amazon, and Fesley makes other guitars. And in fact, I have another one coming that I ordered for like $180, which is supposedly even better than what I'm playing on this one. I have other guitars. This not only, I think it beats them out. And this is called a deluxe series or something. Yeah, deluxe edition, Fesley. It's a phenomenal guitar. First off, the fit and finish of the guitar is fantastic. The workmanship on the guitar is amazing. The guitar plays well right out of the box. Again, those that don't know about guitars, you buy a $2,000 guitar and you do what's called a setup on it because it doesn't play well out of the box. You just spent $2,000. And you normally spend $120 to go to a guy to set that guitar up. They set the neck. This neck was completely straight. The frets were completely.
That happens to me, in fact, because I don't play the guitar. And really, when I take it out of the box, it doesn't sound right. So I think it's me.
Yeah, your neck doesn't look straight either.
No, not at all. That sounds pretty interesting. So what else? Yeah, go ahead.
No, really, honestly. So then I play with what's called Diodario strings.
All right.
Now, they are my favorite string to play with. And if there are other string companies out there that you want to send me strings to play with, I'll play with them and give them a true rating. I'll let people know the truth about it. But I'm very familiar with Diodario strings. I've been playing with them for years. Diodario has the new NYXLs and the XL string. I took the strings that came with the guitar off. Honestly, I have a 2000, almost $2,700 guitar. This guitar sounds better.
Wow.
Those Diodarios made it sound even better. So the string quality was questionable, but the guitar is fantastic. So between the Fesley guitar for $130 on Amazon, you get it delivered in like 2 days. It comes with a case. It came with a case, a strap, picks, a cord, and the cords are expensive cord. It's not one of those cheap junk cords.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing to me what's happening with the Asian market and instruments. That goes for pianos, that goes for guitars, and so on. But Fesley, Fesley, honestly, I'm giving it, and they're not doing anything for me. So, but honestly, it is a fantastic. I purchased the guitar, so they did not give me a guitar.
Right.
I know that happens a lot. Diodario did send me some strings because I said I was going to do a review of the guitar because I was so impressed by it. But again, folks, Fesley guitar, it's on Amazon, so look into it. You should. It's great, and you will save a whole lot of money. Trust me.
Now, you're wondering, wait a minute, last week we did music with Dr. David Gomez. Why are we doing music again? Well, first of all, we love music, and we figured we'd have more totally useless music information. This is the second most popular topic. Science is number one, and music is number two. So we figured, you know what? We give what the audience wants, right? This is what we do. We give.
We're givers, Nick.
We're givers. How about this? So Beethoven, which we talked about last week with Dr. David Gomez, he was a great composer, right?
Who, Dr. Gomez?
No, actually he is. That's right, because Dr. Gomez did state that he does compose. So Beethoven dipped his head in cold water before composing in order to stay awake.
Oh.
When he worked for long hours, Beethoven would often feel his head become heated. He would go to the wash stands and pour pitchers of cold water over his head. Frequently, not only this, but frequently soaking his clothes and causing the water to leak through the floorboards to the apartment below. So the people below, living below him, knew that he was composing because they got a shower of cold water themselves.
Everybody out there is going to love this.
Okay.
Remember, hey, with the monkeys.
That's right.
Remember
yeah.
the monkeys?
The monkeys, yeah.
First off, it was supposed to start off as a movie, not a TV show.
Oh, okay.
Don Kirshner got involved with people. Don Kirshner, for anybody that knows music, he was the guy from the radio. They go, Don Kirshner's Rock Concerts presents.
Yeah.
So he had a TV show at night, almost like Midnight Special and things like that.
Well, yeah. In fact, I think, if I'm not mistaken, in the early days of Saturday Night Live, it came on right after the Saturday Night Live was done at 1:00.
Yeah, Don Kirshner, man.
Yeah.
He was an idol maker, him and Clive Davis. But the Monkees' first 2 albums were produced before the show even aired so that they could sell the albums and the show.
Oh, wow.
It was all a money-making thing.
Yeah.
It was all a money-making thing. Okay, but the first 2 albums were actually not even recorded by the Monkees. They were recorded by a group called The Wrecking Crew.
Really? Oh, wow.
Now, The Wrecking Crew not only recorded for the Monkees, but they recorded with Frank Sinatra. They recorded with all the stars of that time. They were the California in-house band for Clive Davis and Don Kirshner and other big-time promoters. They came in, they did all of the music. In fact, they did some of the vocals, and then they overdubbed some of the Monkees, the actual Monkees, who were nothing more than actors. Most of them didn't even play instruments. They had to kind of learn how to mimic playing instruments.
Wow.
It's not until the 3rd season, I think Mickey, the character Mickey, played a little bit of guitar.
Right. Okay. He did.
How crazy. The Wrecking Crew. They were also known as the Click.
The Click?
The Click.
The Click. Now, let's go down the rabbit hole here, as we often do here on Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy. You know, the office uses this all in the office all the time. When you make a mistake, white out. It was like this little white paint that you white out when you made a mistake.
Yeah.
It was invented by Betty Nesmith Graham.
Oh, Michael Nesmith's
mother.
Mom?
That's right.
Wow.
Exactly. So that is down the rabbit hole. So the whiteout is the mother of Michael Nesmith, the guitarist and songwriter for the Monkees. There you go. There are many phobias. People are actually afraid of phobias, so I don't know what that is, a phobophobia. But what if you have a phobia of music?
Ooh.
You would be known as a mellophobia. Mellophobia.
Ooh, mellophobia.
It's defined as irrational, persistent, and often overwhelmingly fear of music. Now, it's strange given the music is generally enjoyed, appreciated. I mean, there are different kinds of music. But
Not to interrupt you, but a lot of autistic children are afraid of music. They get confused by it, or maybe the loud sound.
Well,
whatever,
perhaps.
but
Well,
they
because it is an anxiety disorder, can have severe impact on a person's life.
I don't fear music, but I do fear when my wife sings.
Oh, no, yeah. In fact, I think you tell her to sing Far, Far Away. It's not the name of the song. It's a geographical location.
You know, it's so funny when people walk up to her and go, "Oh, my God, he has such a good voice. Do you sing too?" She says, "I'm his wife, not his sister."
Oh, that's right.
I mean, doesn't run in the family. She's my wife. Oh, God.
There you go.
Staying with the Monkees.
Yes.
Okay, because I am so enamored by what they did. It's the first boy band. It's the first. They really commercially messed with people's heads. We were very, very gullible. We still are, but we were very, very gullible back then. And if you watch what they did with the Monkees, it's mind-boggling.
Yeah.
But there were a couple of songwriters at the time who were not artists themselves. They were just songwriters. One of these songwriters wrote 10 songs for the Monkees. In fact, one of the songs was Pleasant Valley Sunday.
Yeah.
It's just a Pleasant Valley Sunday. Great song. Carole King.
Wow.
Carole King, who would come out with the Tapestry album, which is one of my favorite albums of all time.
Yeah,
she is a phenomenal, her and Burt Bacharach wrote a lot together as well. But Carole King, fantastic songwriter, of course. Kirshner and Davis went over to her and said, "Hey, you got to write a bunch of songs. We got to put out album after album after album because we're doing 3 songs per episode and we're running the show once a week. So we got to go through some songs." So she wrote 10. But then there's this other guy, okay, Neil. Neil writes 3 of them, including one of I'm a Believer, which is probably one of their biggest songs.
Well, it's not Neil Diamond, is it?
Neil Diamond. Neil Diamond. I'm a believer.
It sounds I guessed it because it sounds like a Neil Diamond type of song.
Well, if you listen to the song, you can almost hear Neil Diamond sing it. And then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer.
Very good. Wow, that's why. You know, if I close my eyes, I don't know what would happen. But anyway, so hey, let's go down the rabbit hole again with the Monkees. So the American pop band, the Monkees, as you've been talking about, they were intentionally modeled after the Beatles, and they're sometimes referred to as the Prefab Four.
That's how the whole thing comes about.
Yes,
because a director or a producer, director, whatever he was, came to Kirshner and said, you know, look at what happened with the Beatles. You know, we could do that but make a fictitious movie about a band very similar to the Beatles. That's how this whole thing started.
That's right.
And Kirshner was like, hey, we could make money off of this. We could sell albums and shirts and lunch boxes and
In fact, they did, because in 1967, the Monkees actually outsold the Beatles at one point. So,
cash cow.
There you go.
Cash cow.
Plus,
and by the way, you end up with all the boy bands. They're modeled exactly after the way they did the Monkees.
Well, the haircuts were quite interesting, right? Now, you play the piano as well, don't you?
Yes.
How many keys are there? 88. Right? Everyone
88.
knows 88.
Yeah, 88 keys.
The original piano only had 54.
Wow.
The original piano was...
maybe the guy couldn't get in to finish it because he lost his keys.
He lost his keys. He did.
Just on the fly, Nick. Did that one on the fly.
You usually do, with the fly up. His name was Bartolomeo Cristofori. Around 1700, he invented the piano.
So wait a second. He did 54, so he cut it 2 octaves short.
Probably something like that. Yeah, absolutely. For whatever reason,
more than that, he stopped in mid octave. Oh, that's weird.
Well, then he found his keys. And finished the project.
Get ready for this one.
Okay,
this is the longest.
Do I have to sit down for this one?
You're already sitting.
Oh, okay.
Either that or you're just very short.
Okay, the longest what?
The longest officially released song recorded and released.
Okay.
Okay, so there is a longer song, they believe, but this one was actually recorded and released, which makes it even more phenomenal because it was called The Rise and Fall of the Bossa Nova.
Oh,
13 hours, 23 minutes, and 32 seconds. Now, do not leave off the 32 seconds.
no.
Now, first off, it was recorded back, I guess, in record days.
Right.
So how many records set was the one song? 13 hours. The average album is 10 songs per side or 8 songs per side at 3 minutes, 8, 16, 24. So maybe an album is 45 minutes. So this is 13 hours.
Wow. Now, you mentioned
an album's under an hour.
It is. Now, I wonder if they played the guitar. Now, you talked about guitars and you play guitars. How about a guitar made out of ice? That actually works. It was created by Sweden's Ice Hotel by Tim
You wouldn't
Lindhart.
want to put that in your lap for a while.
Oh, not at all. Exactly. Actually, it have to be a really quick song before the guitar melts.
But that's how Nick explains it. He's like, well, I was playing the guitar and there's some shrinkage.
I wonder if they would name one of the songs was named "My Guitar Slowly Melts," huh? Oh no, "My Guitar Gently Melts."
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And that's also how Nick explains. I didn't pee myself. It's I was playing guitar.
That's right. So Tim Lindhart added a traditional neck and strings to the carved ice body, demonstrating that ice instruments can produce sound, very temporary, of course, because they really require cold conditions.
Well, not temporary if you're sitting in a freezer.
Nick and Roy will continue with totally useless information. Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy continues. Listen, laugh, and learn.
A man known as Simon DeZorner assembled the most number of aluminum chimes to create what he called the tubular bell instrument. Now, he actually created this as an instrument. I assume he thought he'd sell these.
Yeah.
120 chimes, the longest being 4,877 millimeters.
Thank you.
The shortest being 473 millimeters.
Okay.
But this man, actually, Simon DeSorner, he created this. He played it as well, 120 chimes. He called it the aluminum tubular bell instrument.
We have wind chimes, and you know what? They are quite relaxing when there's a soft breeze, and you just hear the.
I have them in the yard as well.
Yeah, there's
I
something
love it.
relaxing about it, isn't it?
I think it's the basic vibration that chimes put out. It's very similar to like chanting monks and things like that. It resonates in your head. And being that Nick has no hair, his head vibrates much longer and more resonation than mine.
Right, exactly. It was good.
Plus, it's empty.
Right,
so there's a lot of
see. That's why I thought. That's why I thought you were going to go. I didn't think you were going to go down the hair route.
Nick's got a real head for music.
He really does. It was good vibrations, I think, is what you meant to say. Hey, thanks for joining us here on Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy. More and more people are turning on Totally Useless Information, and more people are ordering our birthday messages. Where do they go? They go to nickandroy.com.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
we do a mini show for that person's birthday, anniversary, special events, things like that. So go on our website, nickandroy.com, tap on the Nick and Roy store up on the top there. You will see a sample. So you can listen to a sample of it. It is great. It is fantastic. You will find that this will be the best gift you have ever given to that person. You look like a superstar. It's inexpensive. And I'm going to tell you right now, we have the emails to prove it. People are flipping out. They are like, this is the best gift I ever got. I love it. It's great. They get all their friends. They email it to their friends to listen to. That's why we're so damn busy. But thank God.
Yeah. Yes. And, well, here's the thing. One of, as I said in my teaser, or my mailbag will talk about a beautifully written feedback from one of our birthday messages. nickandroy.com.
Step right up here. Step right up, folks. Don't be shy. Move it.
What?
Totally useless information with Nick and Roy present Games People Play.
You know, the next time I have a conversation with the race lady, I want to ask her what she meant throughout that intro, where she goes, "Move it."
Sounds like a circus. Here we go. This is my teaser, and I know you want to know. One of the most played games in the world, and it doesn't require anything other than the participants. Now, you've had some time, Nick. What is it?
Solitaire?
Hide and go seek. Solitaire requires cards.
Oh.
This requires nothing but the person and the participant.
Oh, I understood it's just
Hide
one
and go
person. Okay,
seek
got it.
has been being played. They don't even know how long. You hide and I'll go look for you. Now, Nick's family used to say you hide, and they never went and looked for him. Days later, he came out.
Which is how I wound up.
He came out of the closet days later.
Which is why I wound up in Toronto. I just kept going and going and going.
Exactly. They were in New York, and he hid pretty well.
So we just did music, but I'm going to talk about the music that you hear when you played Tetris.
Oh,
Especially the Game Boy version. It's based on Korobelinki, a popular 19th century Russian folk song about a peddler and a girl.
Isn't it like ding, 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 ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding, something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Oh, absolutely not. But anyway, it was a poem, originally a poem by Nikolai Nekrasov, not Microsoft, Nekrasov, which composer Hirokatsu Tanaka.
Oh, God bless you.
Yes, he did. Was adapted for the game, making it one of the most recognizable, I guess, earworm-worthy tunes ever. The theme from Tetris.
Cool. Yeah, that was an annoying theme because that just was an earworm. It got in your head, which if you listen to the show, you know what an earworm is.
Exactly.
Listen, this I read and I had to put it in because it gives hope, Nick. This gives hope to all the out of shape fat kids that go to school and they go, climb the rope. And the fat kid's not going to climb the rope. Do a chin up, and the kid pulls the whole bar down because he can't do a chin up. So all you fat kids, get on a plane and move to Japan because they teach children sumo wrestling.
Yes, wow.
The bigger you are, the better it gets. And all you need is a little towel to cover yourself up.
Just
in Nick's case, a washcloth.
Wow. Exactly.
Or a Kleenex.
You know what?
A Kleenex would cover him up.
I thought for a moment, because you often talk about how old I am, that I'm so old there was probably a loincloth.
Yeah. Hey, Nick, do you look at my video? It looks like I'm in like a 1920s film.
It is, yeah. It's like
it's all grainy.
It is grainy. Yeah. No, you know what?
Like,
no.
So, hey, Betty, you're looking mighty spiffy.
No, I think the picture's fine. It's just you that's grainy. Anyway, so the game Sonic the Hedgehog was originally conceived with a human girlfriend named Madonna, a blonde woman who's meant to be his companion in the early concepts of the first game, but she was ultimately scrapped by Sega of America, who felt the human-animal romance wouldn't resonate well in the U.S. market, though the version of her, which is Madonna Garnett, by the way, not Madonna the singer, Madonna Garnett later appeared in Archie comics. So the original Hedgehog had a human companion, Madonna Garnett.
Oh. You learn something on this show every time.
Listen,
this
laugh,
is amazing.
Well, that's why we say listen, laugh, and learn.
Okay. This one is for the tree huggers out there. Nick? Okay, so the tree huggers.
Yes.
Get ready for this one. This was a study that was done to find out what games are selling best. They found that sustainable toys or games about the environment are the best-selling games over the last few years. Who did this study, Nick? The Brainwashing Association of America?
Maybe, probably.
Brainwashing Associates Incorporated?
What the?
Who did this study, this sustainable? First off, come on now. Who cares what the game was made out of?
Right.
They're all made out of cardboard, which is burning down trees or
Right.
ripping down trees.
Exactly.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Come on, there's nothing sustainable about
Not at
it,
all.
you know. And if I buy a game, shredded up Coke bottles, I'm going to be really mad.
Yes. That'll be just a bag of glass. Really, is all it is. So here's my teaser. What was my teaser? With the Highway Crossing Frog. What game would you be playing?
Highway Crossing Frog.
Yeah.
Hopscotch?
The classic 1981 arcade game Frogger.
Oh, Frogger.
Was
yes,
initially
I remember that game.
Going to be titled Highway Crossing Frog, but again, Sega, the executives, they changed things a lot. They changed it to the catchier Frogger to better capture the game's essence. Konami developed the game, and the title change was a marketing decision to make it more memorable. So yeah, it's easy to say Frogger, the game, because you knew right away when I told you. So yeah, Frogger.
Okay. This is another one that I thought was cool, so I brought it out for our listeners.
All right.
There is an Old English or Scottish game. They fight over who actually created it. The game is still played today in those places as well as all around the world.
Yeah.
They believe it was originally called Tig or Tuggy.
Okay.
Or even Doddy, D-O-D-D-Y.
All right.
Sometimes it was called Tip or even Tap. These are all names that was given to this particular English-Scottish game, which we play in the United States, and I'm sure Canada as well.
Yeah.
Except we kind of, we're realists, so we were like, wait a minute. If I catch you, all I have to do is tag you?
Tag.
Oh. The game of tag. Run around, tap the person, they're it.
Yeah.
Why couldn't they call it they're it? You're it, or tag.
Yeah.
Tag,
you're it.
Nick and Roy will continue with totally useless information. To access the full library of episodes, visit nickandroy.com. That's nickandroy.com.
The excitement continues at Tom's Place as the sales just never end. Hi, Nick and Roy for Tom's Place, your destination for knockout deals and incredible menswear, as Boxing Week is in extra rounds right now in January.
Tom's is open for business each and every day with 2 floors stocked with sales on brand names that you love. Prices are so low, you'll have to visit it to believe it. Yes, first floor sport jackets are 3 for 1. Did you hear that? 3 jackets for the price of 1. This is a limited time event. I'm serious. Get to Tom's.
Plus, select suits regularly up to $5.95 are only $2.49, and upstairs, dress pants and shirts, buy one, get one half off. And remember to ask Tom to take off more. Get it? T-O-M, take off more.
Yeah, half off pants is not a way to walk around Tom's Place.
No.
Brand name sweaters, folks, shirts, pants, top coats are slashed at 50% off. This is a big, big sale. Those luxury soft cashmere scarves, just $25 or 3 for $50. This is cashmere scarves, beautiful cashmere scarves, 3 for $50.
Don't miss Tom's Place extended Boxing Week sale, 190 Baldwin Street in Kensington Market, or online at toms-place.com. That's toms-place.com. Tom's Place will suit you.
We're back with totally useless information with Nick and Roy. Listen, laugh, and learn.
Okay, this game, I know for a fact that you and I have spent rolls and rolls and rolls of quarters on, this arcade game from the 1980s.
Pac-Man.
Rolls and rolls and rolls of like, we'd have Brinks trucks
Star Wars.
worth of quarters. Missile Command.
Oh, remember that? Those things that come down and you had to...
Right, yeah, they shoot them down. So the arcade version of the trackball, because it was a trackball in order for you to move the sort of your weapons, right?
Yes. Remember that? The little rolling ball.
Well, that rolling ball was so heavy that when you gave it one flick, it would spin for several seconds. That's how heavy it was. Missile Command was one of the earliest games to be described as stressful in the reviews, right? And it could be because
it was stressful. Remember, sometimes you'd bang that thing when you lost. You know, and then you remember you could put your name up there and you use the ball to scroll.
That's right. Now, Missile Command was one of the first games to be used in. Now, remember the last fact, which was like it was known as, described as stressful. Missile Command was one of the first games to be used in psychology studies about stress response. So they had plenty of evidence, right? Now, you mentioned something about saving.
I would like to be the psychiatrist who had that little quarter thing on his belt.
That's right.
You want another quarter, do you?
Yes.
I'll take $1. You get 3 quarters for $1.
Yeah. So, man, that was literally, it was the soundtrack of our childhood for sure. For those of you who are on our age and who grew up in the 70s and 80s, the 80s was, I think, one of the best decades in games, I would argue, by far.
Oh, yeah. They were just
memorable.
And they were new.
Yeah, they were.
You know, now it's commonplace.
It is. You spent a lot of money on them.
Wall Street, Bay Street, NASDAQ, Hensing, loonies, toonies, dollars, and yens. This is On the Money with Nick and Roy.
The world.
You often yen for some dollars and toonies.
You're going to yen for some. The world's oldest continuously operating bank is Banca Monte dei Paschi di Siena. Do you have that fact?
No.
Okay, because you had that look on your face.
I was gonna take a guess, like the Dutch West Indies or something like that.
Something close to it. This bank was founded in 1472, so 20 years before Columbus set sail. Right, 1492.
Wow.
Is widely recognized as the world's oldest continuously operating bank, originated as a charitable pawn agency in Siena, Italy, which is where Siena is in Italy, to help the poor, and it has since evolved into a major Italian financial institution. So basically, still helping the poor, despite facing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So you bring me your furniture, and they'll give you $1.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. So despite
just helping the poor, you know, I'm a good guy, a giver.
You know, so that's the Italian from New York. It's Mamma Mia. I give you my piece. I give you my daughter. You give me $5.
Debit cards.
Yes.
Everybody knows what a debit card is. People have them. I've never used one. Do you use your debit card?
All the time.
I have never used a debit card. When I get it, I cut it up.
Oh, okay.
Why? I don't know.
Okay.
I'm afraid of it.
Well,
Nick, I'm afraid of it. I fear the debit card.
Okay.
No, it's like kryptonite. I open the envelope. I'm like, oh my God. No. Yeah. But anyway, debit cards were actually introduced in 1987.
Okay.
So that's not that long ago. And they were introduced by Barclay Bank.
Ah, okay.
Still in business.
All right.
Barclay Bank introduced the debit card as a way to save money on the transaction of paper checks.
Oh, right. Okay.
So they thought to themselves, why are we processing these checks? It takes days for the checks to transfer from bank to bank, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Let's invent this system and use the credit card style industry and create a checking account that is used like a credit card. The debit card, 1987, Barclay Bank.
All right, here we go down the rabbit hole again. If you have a fear of spending money.
Yes.
Chromatophobia. Yeah. It's the specific phobia where it's marked that people have anxiety attacks, basically.
I was going to buy the book on chromatophobia, but I didn't want to spend the money
on it. That's right, exactly. That's right along the same lines of...
All I had was my debit card.
That's right, exactly. Couldn't buy it. How ironic is that? That goes right along the lines. I was watching one of those late night infomercials that tells you, hey, you can improve your memory. Buy our program, you can improve your memory. And they gave the phone number right away. I was out of luck because I couldn't remember the phone.
You forgot.
How about remembering this? John Shepard Barron, the inventor of the ATM, which you never used because you don't have a debit card.
Never used it.
Originally
never used an ATM, Nick.
Wow. And that's been around for decades, obviously. So he was the inventor of the ATM, John Shepard Barron. He originally planned for a 6-digit PIN in order for you to access your money. But his wife, Caroline, told him that she could only remember 4 numbers. So now,
so invent the card,
the 4-digit PIN as the global standard for convenience. But this simple Personal exchange at the kitchen table shaped banking for decades, making ATMs accessible by prioritizing memorability over maximum security. Because obviously, if you have 6 digits, it's a lot harder to hack.
So, yeah, I agree. Because people can't remember their passwords for anything.
Exactly. And here's the other thing. He listened to his wife. Smart man.
Yeah. I wanted to invent an app called password storage.
Oh.
But then people would hack it and steal all your passwords.
No. You'd forget the password to get in it. Right? It's like you change the locks to your house, but you still have your old keys.
Yeah, 54 of them, not 88. But
Right.
Anyway,
There you go.
I love this one.
Okay.
In the 20th century, in the beginning of the 20th century, all the way up to the middle of the 20th century, this word did not even exist. In fact, most millionaires of the time didn't even know what the word meant. And it wasn't until the late 20th century that the word billionaire became a term marked to a person.
Nice.
Because there were no billionaires.
No, there weren't.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
It is.
Now we have trillionaires.
With a T, absolutely.
Yes.
You always remember your first. Do you?
Actually, that night was 2 in a row. So
yeah, exactly. And that's where the roll of quarters came into play. Figure that one
I'm
out.
blessed. I was playing Tetris and one thing led to another.
Yeah, exactly.
Boop, 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 boop.
Was that supposed to be like a sound effect from one of the video games?
Boop, boop, boop.
Oh, that's what I thought.
When
first
the quarter ran out.
Yeah, and the bed stopped shaking. The first credit union in North America was the People's Bank of Lévis, which I believe this is how pronounced. It was founded in Lévis, Quebec in 1900 by Alphonse Desjardins, which is a big investment and insurance company now. But it indeed started operating from his home, with subsequent growth tied to local parishes and community efforts, setting the stage for the broader credit union movement in Canada and in the United States. So thanks to Alphonse Desjardins to create the first credit union in 1900.
So we all know about the stock exchange, right? A lot of our retirement portfolios are in it and so on, and pretty much around the globe. Mm-hmm. What is the oldest stock exchange?
Oh, that's an interesting one.
We all know about the New York Stock Exchange, the NASDAQ,
and Toronto Stock Exchange. I would guess
Nikkei.
New York.
Yeah,
Nikkei. Yeah, that's Nick. It's Nick.
The Amsterdam Stock Exchange is the oldest stock exchange. 1602.
Okay.
1602 it was created. Think about how long ago that was. They traded stocks mostly of the Dutch East Indies Company, because they were the first. They create the monetary system that we pretty much use today, bonds and shares and so on of corporate holdings and so on. So, 1602, Nick, you were about 5.
Well, you see, I was just about to say you disappointed me because you didn't reference me being there.
Nick, like every girlfriend I've ever had, I do not disappoint.
No, not at all. But then she sold her shares as soon as she was done with you.
Nick and Roy will continue with totally useless information. You're listening to Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy. Listen, laugh, and learn.
What's in the mailbag? What's in the mail?
Speaking of birthday messages, and we do talk about this every week, and we thank you very much for those of you who have purchased one. And like Roy says, it is not expensive at all. It's inexpensive. It's a personalized gift. So here is an email from Linda. She says, thank you. Here's some feedback from her mom. She had ordered a birthday message for her mom. She was thrilled with her message. She couldn't believe that we created a birthday message for her, as she loves our radio show. She was shocked. She listened to the message quite a few times and always had a big smile every time she listened to it. They eventually played it for some family members on a video call. And so she says apparently we're going to be expecting some future birthday orders. But also she asked Linda says, my mom asked me to tell you that she hopes you continue to broadcast your radio show for years to come, as everyone needs to hear your great laughter and fun facts. Life can be too serious, and the two of you keep us focused on enjoyment and the good things in life. Well, thank you very much, Linda, and thanks, Mom, for those kind words. We really appreciate it. And
That
we do
was
have
very nice.
yeah, it was
huh?
really touching.
Marco.
Yes.
Marco from Barcelona, Spain. It said attention, Roy. That's why I read it. Roy, I heard you say you visited Barcelona on one of your shows,
That's
which
right.
I did.
Yeah.
Did you spend time in the Mercado Market? And I did, Nick.
How was it?
The Mercado Market. Oh my God, Nick. There's food in there. There's the nougat candies and different things. And it's just different foods, the Spanish stuff. I mean, it is amazing. But he says, Marco says, I have a croquette business in the first aisle at the end. Nick, I actually visited Marco's croquette place.
You did? Oh, wow.
I had a ham and cheese croquette there. It was the best ham and cheese croquette I have ever. It's not what people think, like we think of croquettes.
Right, yeah.
It's like a street food for them, like almost like arancine is for Italians, the rice bowls
Yeah.
for Italians, which
Yeah.
by the way, in Sicily, oh my God.
Yeah.
but so Marco, I had your croquette. It is amazing, folks. If you're ever in the Mercado Market, go to the end. You'll see it because he's got like this stand there that is fantastic. And okay, so yes, Marco, cool. That is so amazing. Thank you for getting in touch.
On the show today, we talked about music, we talked about games, we talked about money. It's time for the news.
And now, from around the corner and around the world, this is TUI News.
A beloved, by the way, don't worry, this is not Florida. This is Camden, New Jersey.
Oh, thank God.
Sorry to disappoint you.
New Jersey, same thing.
A beloved walrus penis bone had been stolen from Donkey's Place in Camden, New Jersey.
Oh boy,
Donkeys.
I've actually been described, and somebody said to me, "Wow, I've seen that before," and they were describing me.
I thought they were describing you as Donkey's Place. But anyway, in Camden, New Jersey, it's known for its iconic cheesecakes, so good that Anthony Bourdain once called them the best cheesecakes, despite their location. So it was the best in Philadelphia, despite their location across the Delaware River.
He loved that cheesecake so much, Nick.
The South Jersey bar and restaurant is perhaps less renowned for its antique walrus penis bone. Now, you're probably wondering, why does it have one? The owner, Rob Lucas Jr., was asked why at Donkey's Place he kept a walrus baculum, which is basically a bone of the penis of many mammals, behind the bar as long as he can remember. The popular conversation piece sits alongside the megalodon tooth and other artifacts. Now, diners often came in for the cheesecake and drinks and asked what that particular bone was. So the bartenders let them take a look and guess before revealing the answer. But no, this bar in New Jersey, Donkey's Place, had these artifacts and a penis of a walrus. A customer stole the phallic favorite.
No, there was a theft.
There was a
penis
theft.
theft. That's the worst.
The bartender handed it out for them to figure out what it was. Well,
that thief was a little cocky, I'll tell you.
He was. Now the bartender, she was a female bartender that went to the back to do something else.
Maybe she stole it. Did
No,
they check her around?
No, she didn't.
She could have hid it, you know. She could have hid it.
It was the dude who stole it.
The dude.
We got his picture, but I don't
He
think
didn't put it in the Donkey Place, did he? That's the name of the bar, folks.
Yes, it is. He got his picture, and so they got his picture. So I don't think he's from around here. So so this is what they did. So they posted a TikTok video featuring the bartender who was involved in the incident, urging the customer to return the item, as well as the photo of the alleged thief.
When he returned it, they said, "Just cough."
Now, the bartender said that she wasn't thinking that they would do something like this. If the person that stole it is watching this, please bring it back. The bar is not the same without it. Now,
Yeah, true. You know, when you're missing your penis,
right.
there's a lot that happens.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess, now Lucas, the grandson of the original owner, Leon Donkey Lucas, I guess that's how they got the name of the place. He doesn't want to press charges following the incident, but simply wants the decades-old item returned to its home. Donkey's Place hasn't attempted to contact the man who used a credit card to pay for his meal. We didn't want to file a police report. We just want the thing back. So they don't want to cause
wait a
any
minute.
trouble.
They think that this particular person that used his credit card is responsible for the heist?
This is what they allege.
Okay, but how did he get close to the penis?
Because
He had to be within striking distance
No.
of the
So
penis.
what happened? If you paid attention,
That's how I ended up getting married, but that's another story.
That's another
But go
story.
ahead.
Yeah, she took your donkey place. So what happened was, the bartender, because it was a conversation piece, so the bartender would remove it off the display and give it to the customer to look at. So when she went to go do something else, the alleged person took.
They stole it. Yeah, through some stroke of luck, they may get it back.
They might. So if you are listening to us, because we are in 95 different countries, maybe this individual
maybe
is
this
listening.
penis is. Maybe this penis is floating around somewhere.
It might be.
You know.
So if you have
and
it,
again, I think that it was stolen and it was taken out in an untowardly way.
maybe it was. We don't know.
Maybe in the donkey place.
Yes,
Do you
exactly.
agree with that? Do you agree?
100%.
With a clenched look on their face.
Probably. It walked really funny. If you are in the listening
And
distance,
this was a penis of what?
a walrus.
Yeah, they definitely look funny.
Yeah. Okay. So
a big
if
animal.
you are responsible for this, they're not going to press charges. Please return it to
Yeah.
Donkey's Place on Haddon
Right.
Avenue in Camden, New Jersey, or send a self-addressed stamped envelope.
Yeah, send it. Send it.
Or you know
Send
what?
it.
Send it to nickandroy.com and we'll make sure that it gets to the right place.
Yeah, these people, it may have been somebody that has erectile dysfunction.
No, well, you know what? Too bad that the person wasn't afraid of snakes, because then he would have a reptile dysfunction. That's all the time we have on this episode of Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy. We will scour the internet far and wide to find more totally useless information just for you.
So until then, tell all of your friends about this show, because again, we're all over the world now because of you.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Roy.
Thanks for listening.
Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy is recorded and produced in Canada. For more totally useless information, visit nickandroy.com. That's nickandroy.com. Totally Useless Information with Nick and Roy has been brought to you in part by Tom's Place, the finest in men's fashion. Located in Toronto at 190 Baldwin Street in the heart of Kensington Market. Or visit toms-place.com.